All'amore sotto la luna, come te viene in Cabbage, I love you.
Tu vai americano, americano, americano. Ciao, benvenuti tutti. How are you, loves? Welcome. Sorry, we're a couple seconds late. You had to get it all together. How are you? Welcome. I'm in my new fall cider dress. You know the lemon one? Well, now I have a fall one that has pomegranates and other ditties on it. We'll figure it out. And I have on my late Chiliege earrings. How are you all? Hope you have a beautiful evening. So we're actually not doing an Italian anything tonight. I thought I'd change it up, do something that I had in the house, do something fun, do something light, do something keto, do something gluten-free, and do something that's healthy, sort of. And it's actually called Cabbage fritters. I saw this on Facebook, and I thought this would be a fun recipe to share with you guys because I can do it, boom, right here, cook it in front of you, and sort of show how I would do it. So we're just gonna have a nice fun night tonight. Robert's in the house, Mama's in the house, Dr. Lars is upstairs practicing the guitar. So we're all here in the house. How are you, loves? So welcome tonight. I've sort of pre-prepped some things. Just wanted to show you that. I've pre-prepped some of the cabbage. So here we go. Here's the recipe if I can remember. We need 2 cups of shredded cabbage. I'm just using the green cabbage. Go crazy if you want to use purple cabbage. There it is. There's also a beautiful torpedo cabbage that they have in Denmark that we can't find here called spiskål. But if you can find it, it's called, I think, Cavaflex, something like that. Strange name. I've seen it once at a farmer's market. So we need 2 cups of shredded cabbage, which I'm shredding right here for you guys, sweethearts. So do you guys like cabbage? Look, it's always like this. Things happen. So 2 cups of shredded cabbage. There's also garlic in it, but I'm not Italian. I don't like garlic. I'm not big on garlic, especially raw garlic. I like it cooked. So there we go. I'm just gonna season it with eggs, Parmesan. Okay. 2 cups of raw cabbage, guys. So best way to do that is to shred it on your shredder like this. You can also shred it actually in a food processor. You can do that as well. So if you want to do that, not do it by hand, you can do it with a knife, however you see fit. Sort of peel off the leaves. There we go. Get it down. Don't scrape yourself. There we go. You just want to get, I don't know if that's 2 cups. It's probably close. So how is everyone tonight? Is everybody there in the house? There it is. See my little beautiful tableau in the back? Rob did that one. Beautiful tableau. So we're just going to get all this together. I have 2 cups of shredded cabbage. I think that's probably going to be another 2 cups. Here, Bobo. I have to throw that in there for a second. You know, a little off the chain today. Hi, Terry. How are you, sweetheart? Thanks, Bo. Welcome. So we're doing our beautiful cabbage fritters. Now, these would be great as a side for Thanksgiving. It'd be fantastic for that. 2 cups of shredded cabbage. Ciao, Bella. Love the capelli. You like the capelli, the hair? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's all sorts of crazy. I'm actually going to have my hair done on December 11th. I'm going to go have it done in some fabulous place. Probably, you know, it's going to take 3 hours to get this hair done. But I thought it'd be fun to see. I'm going to probably go a little bit darker because for the summer I had it a little highlighted. So, you know, and then there's some fun gray and white in there. We'll see. It's all fun. So we have 2 cups of the shredded cabbage, my loves. And now we're going to do a 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Boom. And I had a little left over that I did, so I'm just going to throw it all in. So I have a little bit over a 1/2 cup of the grated parm you can use pecorino if you wish. Also, two eggs go in this. Boom. So also garlic, but I'm not going to put raw garlic in. I'm not thrilled with the taste of raw garlic and things. If I would have caramelized the garlic or roasted the garlic would be nice in there. But instead, I'm going to put also, this is the trick also, which binds everything, is a 1/4 cup of almond flour. Fantastic. Hi, Lauren. How are you, sweetheart? 1/4 cup of almond flour. That goes right in. It's not a lot of ingredients, guys. There's also some pepper. We're going to put some freshly ground pepper. Hello, Lauren. How are you, sweetheart? Freshly ground pepper. My mother will be happy. You can hear that in the background. They also call for oregano. I didn't have a lot of oregano. I'm just going to put a touch of Italian seasoning and just, you know, I don't measure, you know, I'm just doing it all by eyeballs, guys. And then of course me, because of my love for smoked paprika, and we have cabbage, so this will fit. This is a beautiful smoked paprika. This is not the hot one. I made the mistake one night of putting the hot one in. That wasn't cute. Miss you too, Miss dear Lauren. Here we go, sweetheart. So a little bit of smoked paprika, sweethearts. I love smoked paprika. It's just beautiful. Now, if you want, you could put in some shallot. Hi, Mrs. Cora, how are you? There's a beautiful shallot. I'm obsessed with shallots lately. I just love them. I love them caramelized. There's some great recipes with shallots. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in. I put my pepper in, and that's it, guys. This is it. And then you combine it, and we fry it here in the pan in olive oil. And they brown up, and they're beautiful. And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with it. I poached an egg before. And then I'm going to, hi Franny, how are you, sweetheart? Hello, Janet, how are you? Welcome, thank you. Great to see you here. I'm gonna show you how I would eat it, maybe like with a poached egg. I was gonna do a brown butter hollandaise, and as I was making the hollandaise ahead of time, it broke on me because that's what hollandaise does. So it just didn't work, so it's okay. I'm gonna show you sort of a fake hollandaise, but it's nice to make. So here I'm just gonna mix this all up, guys. Just real easy with a spoon. It's very cabbagey smelling. So let's see how these work. I'm trying these out for the first time here live with you guys. So we're gonna get this heated up. We're gonna start the, there we go. Gonna start the induction burner. There we go, sweethearts. And we're gonna get that going on. There we go. And we're gonna get that high. And then we're gonna add some olive oil. So here it is, guys, the shredded cabbage, Parmesan cheese, egg, almond flour. Very simple. If you have a few large pieces of the cabbage, just take those out. It's no big deal. Because you want it sort of a small, very thin mixture that you can form little fritters or sort of small patty shapes and then fry them in olive oil. So it's quite healthy. It's very keto. If you're on a low carb, this is perfect. The almond flour, the cheese, it's really lovely. And we'll see how they are. I've never tried these out. I'm trying them with you. They have a little bit of a nice orange color with the smoked paprika. So let's see how it goes. If you want to add garlic, go for it, lovies. You just know me. You know who else doesn't like garlic? You know, the great Cynthia Elvo, the beautiful star of Wicked, the film that's coming out. Beautiful singer, amazing. I saw an interview with her, and she was on an interview with these guys, and she says, what is it with all the garlic and onions and everything? Just everything. I can't stand garlic. And it's interesting, being a singer, I can't eat a lot of raw garlic. I know it's healthy for you, I should, but it's just hard for me with my digestion. It doesn't, I just don't do well with it. But I love the fact that she said, why does everything have to have so much garlic and onion in it? Well, because it's a great flavor, and I do love onion, but I love it cooked. So we're gonna put some, I have to put quite a bit of oil in the pan, lovies, because you know, we're sort of shallow frying these in a fantastic cast iron skillet. So we're just gonna heat that up. There we go, so nothing sticks. There it is. So tell me, have you ever tried any type of fritters like this? What are you doing for the Thanksgiving holiday? I'm just gonna get this. Now this is gonna be a really wet batter. I did not squeeze out the cabbage, but that's okay. If you wanted to make the cabbage, let's see how this goes. See, there you go. Now you could form these. Hello, Miss Cheryl Burkle, how are you? We're making our cabbage fritters. Easy keto, just with cabbage, Parmesan cheese, eggs, almond flour, and seasonings. You can use whatever you'd like. We're getting there, right, Bo? It's getting there. I may put it up a little bit. It's one of those days, guys, when everything just has to go off and on. This induction burner is not always, there we go. I'm gonna put it up to 320. No worries, you're a little late. It's all better late than never, sweetheart. So are you guys prepping for the big holiday coming up? I know my friend Kelly, the chef, he's literally said today he was up to his eyes and ears in pumpkin puree and turkey stock. He's having like something like 12 people, so he's really getting on it. It sounds yummy, Cheryl says. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good, sweethearts. Let me see. There we go. It's getting a little sizzle. There we go. We're gonna sizzle it away. We're a little bit on a tilt. So the oil's all tilting this way today. So can you see it? Hi, Donata. Ciao, Bella. How are you, sweetheart? So if you can see here, I think you can see it. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky today. There we go. Now I'm just gonna make my beautiful fritters out of cabbage and Parmesan cheese, egg, and almond flour, and smoked paprika. So I'm just gonna do a few of them here. Here we go. How are you, Donato? Come stai? Tutto bene? So I'm just gonna fry these beautiful fritters up. This would be lovely for Thanksgiving. The oil's a little off kilter, but we're getting there. The house is off kilter. Hello, Susan. The lashes are fabulous. You like those? These lashes my mom got me. Do you know this store called Pop Shelf? Have you seen this store called Pop Shelf? It's off the charts. It's not everything's $1, but they have great skincare. A lot of this Korean skincare, and they had these great lashes for Halloween. Fantastic. And I just love lashes because I don't have long lashes, and I like fake lashes. I love them. So I just put them on. I've been using them, in the operas and everything. So I'm quite good at putting them on now, and I just think they're so much fun. I have to keep my eyes on this because this can go from fried to burned in 2 seconds. So I have we're just going to go slow here, guys. Just a slow fry. Don't do them quickly because they'll burn very quickly, and they have to cook because the cabbage is raw, guys. So let it cook. If you want to just flip some of the oil on top, that's great. Hi, Sharon. How are you, sweetheart? Yes, I'm into my new cider dress for fall. I don't know. There it is. And also, guys, I've been swimming. You remember when I last spoke to you, I had started swimming, and I love it. I'm just like a fish. I've been going probably 4 to 5 days a week for the past 6 weeks. And I do the breaststroke. I don't do freestyle because it's not my thing. So I just love it. I get in the water. I have my cap, my goggles, my long suit. Hi, Terry. Hi, Marie. How are you, dear? Welcome. So we're just frying these in some olive oil. I have a feeling they're going to stick, but we'll just wait till they're really brown on the bottom. I'm good, Sharon. How are you, sweetheart? Lovely to see you. So we're making our beautiful cabbage fritters. Here we go. We're just going to turn that around. We're just going to get these frying up. See how it goes. There it is. They're going to be fantastic. So you guys prepping for tea day? Are you having any special plans? Are you going out? I have to wait for these to not stick because these are going to stick because there's not a lot of flour. It's almond flour, cheese, and cabbage. So let's see what goes down. Let's see how we do. Just have to be ci vuole pazienza. Hi, Rick. How are you? We're in the house. Rick is in the house. How are you, sweetheart? How's your play? I know you're in a fabulous play. So how's that going? So let's see here, sweetheart. I'm not going to move these yet, babe. I'm afraid. I know if I move these, they're just going to fall apart. Did you hear my mom sitting in the corner? She says, be patient. Bob, is she patient?
No.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is mom a patient person? Oh. Where did I learn my impacienza? There it is. So we're just going to have these get really nice and toasty. Hi, love. How are you, Rick? They might be a little toasty on the bottom. Let's see how they work. Who knows? Oh, yeah, I know you're having much fun playing the villain. I know you're playing the villain. It's going to be great. Hi, Holly. You're adorable. Oh, you're very sweet. Tell her, Mama, that's funny. I know, that's funny, right? I know. So we're going to see, sweethearts. I'm going to sort of just start to slowly get them, because these are not going to be easy to turn. I can already tell these are going to be tricky. So I'm just trying, yeah. It's going to be tricky. Oh, hi, Holly. My mom's in front of me saying calmate. And Bob's to my right. The gang's all here. Telling me how to do it. I know. I haven't been in the past couple of weeks. It's been crazy. Crazy times. Plus, I didn't tell you guys. Well, I did because some of you may have seen it on Facebook. I had a back spasm last week. Good times. Isn't getting old fabulous? So I've been swimming and all this stuff, and I thought my back's in great shape. And literally, I was in the other room and just sort of moved the wrong way, and I felt my back seize. And I think also because it's been. Hold on, guys. I'm going to try to swip these now. Hold on. Well, that didn't work so well, did it? All right, guys. We're getting there. These things are not easy when they're very low carb. Oh. Well, let's see. We may have a fail on our hands. Let's see, sweethearts, because they said these may not work. So we'll just figure it out. We'll figure it out. And if it doesn't work, what can you do? Usually the egg and the almond flour should hold it together, but there's only 2 eggs and half a cup of almond flour. Actually, a 1/4. That's not much. So let's see, loves. If you have any ideas of how to get these not completely falling apart, please let me know, because fritters are tough. Fritters are tough in oil. and to get them completely cooked through. So this may be, I didn't try them beforehand. So here we are live on, Facebook L and seeing how this works. So it may not work, and don't do it at Thanksgiving, so you'll know not to make this recipe. There it is. So let's see if we can hold them together. Sometimes they're a little bit tricky. Sometimes I think that would have been better if I sort of coated them in flour beforehand. But then they're not gluten-free. So a lot of people can't eat gluten. I know my mom's trying not to eat gluten. Rob has a gluten problem. I know a lot of people are allergic to it. They have problems with it. I don't tend to have it, but we're trying to do a little bit more gluten-free, not as much flour. So we're trying to go there, but let's see what happens, loves. The first turn is always tricky. So let's just see. We'll just chat amongst yourselves. Hi, Tina. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome. So we're doing these cabbage fritters, they call them. Can you use 2 spatulas to flip? I could, sweetheart. It's just that they're actually just not even holding together is the problem. They're not really binding is the issue. Over and under. So they're not really binding together, but we'll see. I feel underneath now this is sort of starting to crisp. So let's see, sweethearts. You never know how it's going to go down. Hi, Leslie. Welcome. So I was talking about the swimming. I go to the Y in Nazareth. It is so beautiful. I get in that pool. I'm just so happy. It's just, I wash all my, it's so lovely just to go. And now I'm up to about, I was up to 30 laps, and I think it takes a toll on your back a little bit when you do the breaststroke. So the one day my back just seized up, and I had to, lie on a hot pad, and between ice and some Aleve, I was okay in a couple days. But I had to sort of take it easy at the pool because I think I was trying to do too much. So, but it's been great, and it's been great for my voice, and my voice feels wonderful, and my breath control. So if you guys can get to a pool, or if you have a pool, go swim. It's just been so fantastic. Bob wants to know where the eels are. No one's going to understand that one, Leslie, but you and me. There you go. See, guys, how they're not really browning all over? See how it's going spottily? Which is strange because I have it up on 320. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm just going to try to flip this one again. It's just see what's happening. They're spottily cooking, so they're not cooking evenly. What?
Spottily, I love that word.
Love you, Tim. Hi, Tim, sweetheart. Tim Porter's in the house. How are you, sweetheart? Tim was one of my students at Alliance, and you were in my Italian class. Fabulous. So we're trying to make these cabbage keto fritters. And anything low carb is always tricky with frying, I find. Looks good, but I don't know about the cabbage. Well, at least there's no mushrooms, right? No mushrooms. So cabbage is delicious. Steamed cabbage, sauteed cabbage, beautiful slaw. Leslie says hi, Mama.
Hi, Leslie.
But it's a little tricky with a cabbage patty, so we're trying it. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. It's just a little bit, this one is not, we'll see, babe.
Okay.
It's all a little bit better, but it's not really holding together. I've made similar things, but what I believe it needs is just more egg and more flour. So what I would do is I would up the almond flour and the egg just to have it a little drier, not as wet. And maybe I would take the cabbage in a clean kitchen towel and take all the water out of it. It is a little bit wet. They didn't say to do that. Now with zucchini you would do it, but this I would do it with 2. So I maybe made that mistake and it wasn't dry enough. So there it is, loves. We're going to try it out. We'll see. I just think I should have wrung out. That's why you always test recipes. And I thought, oh, this one will be easy enough. I don't have to test this one. We'll be fine. Wrong. So it's fine. That's what happens when you're live with things. But when I was in lockdown, I did 80 of these? Did I ever test anything? Probably not. Hi, Ava. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome. We're doing cabbage fritters. And they're sort of oh my God, you're too funny, David McCarthy. I mean, they're sort of they're not completely a fail, but I know I should wring out the cabbage in a clean kitchen towel until it's really dry. Then add the egg, then add the almond flour, and I think it would be better, right, Rob? Mm-hmm. So I think that's the key, loves. Because they're getting crispy, they're working, and it's absorbing a lot of oil. So I put it on some paper towels. Who cares about the fritter? It's just nice to see and hear you. Well, you're fabulous, Cheryl. Thank you. I know, who cares, right? Let's just burn it all. Burn it to the ground. But are you preparing for Thanksgiving, loves? Are you getting everything ready for TJ? That's it. Yep, here we go. They're starting to dry out and work. I think it's going to work. The ferrets are in trance. They're watching you. My friend Leslie has 2 ferrets. Yes. Fabulous. Leslie says, hi, Bob.
Hello, Leslie.
There it is. And We could turn these again, lovey. See, they're working. They finally start to dry out. So it does. It'll look yummy. I'm going to put a poached egg, and I'm going to make a fast faux hollandaise. I tried to make a real hollandaise before we came on, but it broke, as it always does. It doesn't always. I used to work somewhere where I had to make it a lot, but it's been a few years. So I just haven't made hollandaise or a béarnaise in quite a while, so it broke on me. But I'm going to show you how I make a really delicious one. And I thought it might be fun to sort of do one with a mustard, because cabbage and mustard goes together, you know, corned beef, cabbage, mustard, that sort of thing. So I thought we'd try it out. So I'm just sort of going to flip this one again. This seems to be the one that's cooking the most, the easiest, because it's sort of, you just really need a lot of an even pan. It's a little tricky. It's all right, guys. We're having fun. So are you getting prepped for tea day? What are you making? Are you doing the traditional? Or are you doing something new? You're going to go off the rails. You're going to do, you know, like pork roast. Or are you going to do prime rib? I remember one year I did filet and béarnaise. I remember I did that one year. It was delicious. Fabulous. We went, I don't know, we've gone everywhere. So I think this year, yes, getting ready for the turkey, 22.5. My God, that's really big, Leslie. I think ours is what? Did we get one? 14. And so I think I'm going to make the traditional stuffing that I make with Bell's seasoning. You know the Bell's, right, guys? The Bell's seasoning. You got to use the Bell's. No, but it's that delicious Bell's seasoning. It's from, isn't it from Massachusetts? It's made somewhere up north. It is the seasoning you put in the traditional stuffing. Here's the Bell's with the turkey on the front. There it is. Over 150 years of tradition. William Bell. And all it is, it's so delicious, guys. It's just rosemary, oregano, sage, ginger, marjoram, thyme, and pepper. It's so delicious. It's so fabulous. You gotta try the Bell's in your stuffing. And we're gonna do gluten-free this year. So I'm gonna try it out with some gluten-free bread. Let's see how it goes. Here we go, Rob. Do you think these are getting okay? I don't know. They are tricky little things. They are not cute. Have to turn the pan now, guys. These are tricky. I'm going to get a paper towel, and I'm going to, sorry guys, I'm just going to lean over here. I'm going to get a paper towel, and then I'm going to put one of the fritters on the paper towel so it can absorb the oil. Here we go, guys. Let's see. There it is. All right. It's a little askew. But let's try that out. Let's see what it's like. I'm just going to have a little taste.
Don't burn yourself.
I won't. Mom's in the corner. Should I turn this off? I'm going to turn it off, Liz. Here we go. Let's see if it worked. Let's see if it worked. I think it needs a little bit of adjustment. It's getting firm here. See how that is? But that might be a little dark for some. When I saw the picture of them, they did not look like this. I'll tell you that. But that's okay. Let's see what they're like. Let's just go for it. It's parm. It's good. It's not too cabbagey. Is it over the moon? Is it off the chain? No, but I think it's very hot. It'd be better a little more room temperature. You can taste. I think it would be nice with the garlic in there. Maybe it does need that, loves. Here, Bowie, why don't you try it and see what you think? What does it need? Probably a lot of seasoning. Plus all the stuffing, yeah. It's really hot. I think it's better at room temperature. I think food really hot. I can't stand really hot food. I know it's rude to say that, but I hate really hot food because it just tastes hot. Yeah. You can't taste it.
It's actually really good.
It's actually really good. Rob said it's good. All right, so there it is, guys. Maybe it needs a little seasoning. Maybe it needs little bells in it. Hi, Lauren. How are you? Lauren Ann. Everybody's on tonight. Thanks for coming in. So it's not too bad. These are our keto fritters made just with shredded cabbage, 2 eggs, almond flour, and parm and seasonings. That's it, guys. And Bob's just going to put a little Bell's seasoning on top, make it a little tea day deliciousness. So I think it's nice. It's going to work. They could be thinner, and I think what I neglected to do was to squeeze out the cabbage, because cabbage, even though it's quite dry, has a lot of water once you start to grate it. Oh, okay, so Leslie says, Victoria wants you to come here and do baking with the diva. All right, we'll do baking with the diva. We'll do baking with the diva. I mean, I love to bake. My mom's a great baker. Hold on. Yeah. It's really warm. The Bell's is delicious on it. It may need a little more salt, too. I think actually it would do well with garlic, or maybe some caramelized red onion put into it, something like that. It's for that type of taste, guys. But you know what I would do? If you want to make a little breakfast patty, if you're doing this, being healthy, I'm going to show you how I make my sort of fast hollandaise. I know it's not hollandaise. I know it's not the butter and the egg, but watch what I do. I'm going to take mayonnaise. I'm just using Hellmann's, lovies. Just put a couple dollops in there. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do.
Very healthy.
Then I'm going to use some whole grain mustard, my loves. Whole grain mustard and lemon juice. Could you get me a spoon, sweetheart? Just another one. Thanks, babe. Mom likes it. All right. You can have.
Doesn't taste cabbagey at all?
It doesn't taste cabbagey. No, it doesn't, because it's very cooked, so it doesn't taste too cabbagey. That sort of taste. I'm just making a very simple. Now I'm using this whole grain mustard, guys. That's really thick, beautiful whole grain. And I'm just going to dump this in there with some beautiful lemon juice, and I'm going to make a really fast, basically mayonnaise. I'm going to call it my fake hollandaise. And you can put in yellow mustard to sort of make it look yellow, like egg yolks. And you can put a little water in this if you need to, make it a little bit thinner. Put some yellow mustard in to make it look like egg yolks. And then it's really, really delicious. I know my father used to make this. He'd make us poached eggs, and he would make his faux hollandaise, not the real. And I like the taste of this better because it was tangier and it was lighter. So it was just mayonnaise, mustard, lemon juice. It's delicious. And then we put it on the poached eggs. It was fabulous. So can you try that, Bobo? Just because it might be. There you go. How is that?
Delicious.
Okay, he said it's good. Oh, fabulous. So here. Oh, he took. That is so hilarious. At least I have another. Here's another patty. I'm going to show you another patty. Here's what I was going to do, lovies. So I was going to take a patty. We'll just put it on there. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do sort of like, instead of a eggs hollandaise or eggs Florentine, you can do it with the cabbage patties. So take a cabbage patty, boom. And if it's not completely round, it's not cute. We're not serving this in Michelin star. I'd fail. F-A-I, I'd be over. I'd be kicked out, over, gone. But you could, sort of use it if you wanted to make use a cookie cutter to make it round and cute. I mean, it's cute. It tastes delicious, but it did not cook up well tonight. So we're working with it. It's a work in process. These darn things they show on Instagram, oh, and they're perfect. They're never perfect. And I'm a pretty good cook. Like, I know how to cook. I've cooked in restaurants. I'm pretty good. But sometimes things just don't always look like they should. You see? Hi, Christina. How are you? Welcome. But it tastes good. But here's what I would do. I have a beautiful poached egg that I did before. Look at that. In water. That's not bad, right? So what I would do is I would take my beautiful poached egg. Rob, you're so funny. Take the beautiful poached egg. Put it right on top of there, loves. See that? Beautiful. Love it. There it is. And then we have this beautiful sauce. Now, I would put a little bit of yellow mustard in it. Okay, sweethearts? Or some capers. There you go. To make it look a little more hollandaise-y. Have that yellow. And there you go. And so you have this beautiful, with the egg yolk. I think it's going to be very delicious. Let's see here, babes. Because there we go, guys. There's the color. There. So we have the runny egg. You know, the runny egg.
Beautiful.
Here, guys, you try it, because I can't really, it's getting too late for me to eat this kind of stuff. You know, being a singer, and it's 8 o'clock, and I can't eat spicy mustard. Can't do it. How's that? Fabulous. Bob said it's fabulous.
Delicious.
Rob said it's fabulous. It's fabulous. Anything with a poached egg and a runny egg yolk, you've got it to go. And if you can't make if you want to make a fresh hollandaise, go for it, or a blender hollandaise. Those are really nice, where you slowly stream the butter into the blender. It's fantastic. Here, share some with Mom.
No, I'm done.
Just a taste, Mom. Mom has to try it. Lord. And
Okay, thanks.
there it is, just to see how it is.
Very nice.
Very nice. All right, cool. It worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Very
Fantastic. Now, they're not the cutest fritters. If you want to make them round, you could do them in cookie cutters. You could use them with the cookie scoop and make them really, really pretty. And do it on a low and slow, because if you have it too hot, the outsides are going to burn and then the inside's still going to be raw. So it has to be low and slow, and squeeze the water out of the cabbage. That was my key. They were just too wet, loves. They were too wet. It's all right. We learned
more flour.
And add more almond flour. So I think that's the key, is to add more almond flour
One more egg.
and maybe, I'm not sure, another egg, but just to make it a little more dry. and do it with the olive oil, very even in a pan. I wouldn't necessarily air fry those. I don't know if it would work, or bake them. I just don't know. You could try it, but I think it's better in the fry pan to just try it like that. So I think that's really fun. So there it is, my loves. That was just a quick, easy, fast recipe if you want something, to make something. It's not hard. It came together very quickly, but just squeeze out the cabbage. That's the key. So we learned that today. There it is. And I'll be coming in definitely before Thanksgiving, because there's a couple other recipes I wanted to try. There's a really fun, really fabulous, let's see if it works, Rice Krispie treat. And there's also this amazing cheese ball. There is a beautiful cheese ball I saw on, and if you guys like cheese balls, or if you want something for the holiday, I brought all the ingredients to put it together. It's a cheese ball with actually fresh pears in it that are diced, and Boursin cheese, and cream cheese, and a fig jam, and you put everything together, create this ball, and then once it's chilled, you bring it out and you cover it with fig jam and chopped pistachios. And there's also pancetta that's been in the oven baked, and you crumble it all in. It looks delicious. I'm not sure what it tastes like. I'm gonna make one ahead of time, but I thought it'd be fun to sort of come on and show some snacks and some sort of charcuterie or antipasti that you could have as hors d'oeuvres before your events for the holidays. And I'm going to announce right now, guys. You know our Dining with the Diva concerts that we've been doing all over the place. Well, you know what? You know what I say? Let them come to us. Because I've been trying to go out there and get more concerts, and it's not the easiest thing right now. So some people want to do it, and that's fine, but also it's a lot to go to different places. I know one we did was up in Connecticut, and we have to travel a lot. So you know what I thought? We're going to have them here. Concert series at the Casa Lamberti Salon, starting, my mother's in the corner laughing. As Lars and myself said, we're going to do it here. Why not do it at our house? Why not do it at our home? We have a large enough room. Now, it's not massive, but it's a large enough, beautiful space for 15 to 20 people. That's what it's going to be. And so if you are interested in coming, please message me, and 15 to 20, and it's going to be coming up in the first week, if we can get it all together, of December. And we're going to have light snacks and charcuterie. You'll be here in the kitchen where we film this. And I'm not going to ask for sort of a fee up front. What we're going to do, because it worked in Denmark, is just sort of ask for donations for the artists, like on a Venmo. Does that work for you guys? So that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to charge some big fee, but we're going to have some beautiful charcuterie, some cheeses, maybe a couple hors d'oeuvres. I'm not serving alcohol. Nope, not doing it. So if you want to be YOB, Mom's shaking her head. She's not. It's Mom's house, so there's no alcohol. We're just gonna have some sparkling water, right, Mom? Look at Mom. I got the look. Lovely, you know the mom look. Over in the corner, got the look, and the slaying of the eyes. Not gonna happen. So if you guys want to drink, you can drink afterwards. So it's just easier, not for all the liability to not have any drinks. So we'll have a great time. We'll have sparkling cider, apple juice, that kind of stuff. We'll have soda. We'll have sparkling water. We'll have a grand old time. Maybe we'll have spiced cocoa. And we'll also have some beautiful desserts. We might have some pumpkin bread, some chocolates. I'll bake. Did you hear this? Mom's baking. So this is for 15 to 20 people. And that's the first round. So if a lot of people want to come on and get on the list. So it's going to be myself, Lars. This is going to be what we do, what we perform in Denmark. It's going to be a lot of the guitar and the voice. And it's also going to be myself singing big arias with the big orchestral backing tracks in the living room. So if you want to hear a voice up close and personal like opera, you're going to hear it. So it's going to be here at our home. We're still deciding. It's probably going to be Sunday later afternoon. So that's sort of the best time. Not too late, but not too early, because Friday and Saturdays are busy. So I'm thinking sort of Sunday. The concert's not long. It's maybe 45 minutes. And then we'll have some nice charcuterie before and after, and come and mingle. But I think the most we can have is 15 to 20. And then in January, we may have another series with different repertoire and things that we're working on together and things that I'm trying out. So we're going to do everything from jazz, and we're doing Broadway, and I'm doing opera and Spanish songs. And I do a whole 007 James Bond theme song, Diamonds Are Forever and For Your Eyes Only. So we've done a lot of that. Goldfinger. I'm going to have Mom do Goldfinger. How about that? In her Goldfinger dress. That's it. Mom wants to do Mamma Mia. She's going to do Mamma Mia. So We're going to have that coming up probably the first or second week in December. So let's see what dates are best on a Sunday. And we're going to have the Casa Lamberti Salon Series, Dining with the Diva, here at Casa Lamberti in Phillipsburg. So if you're interested, the concerts are going to be here, loves. We have enough room in our parking. We have a huge parking, you know, sort of a pad lot that we have. So if you guys know our house, it's quite big. And we're going to do it in our beautiful room that Bob put together. Right, Robert?
Yes.
Oh my God, I've been talking a lot. It's already 8:07. Right, Bo? Bob's like, wrap it up, kids. Look at these. We're like, come on, Lord. So I just wanted to announce that because I will put it on Facebook as well. So if anybody's interested in coming, please let me know and you'll get invitations. So thank you all, my loves.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe also if you haven't to my site, The Dining with the Diva, on YouTube, because I'm up to like 234. Let's get to 500. Let's please. 500. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. I'd like 1 million. Can we get to 1 million, please? So that would be great fun. So thanks for joining me tonight. I'm sorry it was a little bit weird, the recipe. It sort of worked. It was tasty, but you know, next time we'll have fun. We'll make a cheese ball. Maybe we'll make some treats that we're going to do. Maybe I'll show you some charcuterie treats and things. So hi, Judith. How are you, love? So if you're interested in coming to our concerts, please let me know. They're going to be here at Casa Lamberti. And love you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. Stay safe. And I will see you next week. Ciao.